Hey, you're watching Vinyl 4 Miles, your best resource for music and audio gear reviews. We're here at NAMM 2024. It is Thursday, January 25th. Head inside with me. Let's go take a look at all the new gear coming out in 2024, and hopefully we can catch some cool performances and interactions with artists. Let's go. Hey guys, we're here with Philippe and we're at Ultimate Ears Pro. He's going to show us what's new for 2024 and give a little background as to what they do.
So welcome to Ultimate Ears and thank you for joining us today. So Ultimate Ears is a company that has been about 3 decades in existence, and our claim of fame is to be manufacturers of in-ear monitor. Those are devices that you see musicians wear on stage to listen to themselves very clearly, but also protect their hearing as much as they can. We are here today to present and introduce a brand new line of product that we call the Universal Fit line. And it's a product that is a little bit more affordable, but also more accessible because it's no longer custom fitted, but it's actually with a little foam tip that you can easily change the shape for your ears. And I'm excited to be able to give you a quick demo today.
All right, so now we're in the demo area. We have some product in front of us, so why don't you walk us through what you have here?
Absolutely. So one of the key elements when you are jumping to in-ear monitoring, you want to actually define what is the right one for me. And so what you see here is our product lineup, where you have the ability to experience the product before the purchase. And our lineup is the UE 150, 250, and 350. The major difference that you will see here is the sound signature that each product will be able to render. And the way we design this product is with what we call a sound engine. And so this one has 1 driver, this one has 2 driver, and this one has 3 driver. So the advantage of having multiple drivers, you can carve out a sound signature that's much more precise, much more adequate, if you will. So the higher the number of drivers, the better the sound quality. Dedicated driver for the lows, for the mids, mid-highs, highs, and so on and so forth. So you can really optimize every one of the drivers for just the very specific part of the frequency response that they would be responsible for.
Okay,
very similar
cool.
to very high-end speakers when you see multiple drivers.
Same
concept, except now we have to do it very small because it has to fit inside your ear. But what we have realized is some people are not ready yet to jump into a custom fit.
Yeah.
So we want to get them on board with the brand, getting used to wearing in-ear monitors before we upgrade them to a custom fit.
Okay, so primarily before this, your audience was more professional touring type musicians that would get the custom molds done. So this would be the first line where it's a universal fit. Is it like a memory foam, or what type of foam are you guys
Exactly.
using?
So you have memory foam or the typical silicone foam. It's a standard tip. So you can buy it from anywhere. So we basically made it very standard. The other piece that we had to spend a lot of time on, and we talked to a lot of musicians, is what were the pain points, right? Because there's first a good sound quality, but the next thing is how do we design a product that's going to be innovative and differentiated? Because it's not like we're the first one to create that. So what we had to do is spend a lot of time looking at the way the musicians were wearing them, some of the issues that they were facing. And one of the main pain points that we've heard is fit and comfort.
Okay.
So there we went back to the drawing board, and as we have hundreds of thousands of shapes of ears, we're able to analyze all this shape, and we came up with this brand new shape that is a sort of all the leverage from the custom, but specifically designed for universal fit. And so this is the first one that has this shape where it's going to fit really nicely snugly in your ear, but also will not fall out.
Got it.
Yeah?
Okay. Cool. So it does a good job too of isolation?
Absolutely. So the insulation is super important as well, and it's about 26 dBs. Of course, depending on the silicone tip, depending on it. And so the advantage of having a good isolation, it means that then your sound doesn't have to be as loud. So naturally, when you have monitors, because you want to hear yourself, in general, you can have very loud sound, and unfortunately, many musicians have hearing problems. Now, if you do the same thing with this, you're going to have a problem. So you have to retrain yourself to lower the volume and listen at much lower volume. Once you do this, then now your ears are no longer exposed to loud noises, and what you're inducing inside your ear now is also low volume.
So like in a live music environment, these are great too, but would this be something like an audiophile would be interested in, plugging into a dock and an amp and listening at home?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, last night I was flying from San Francisco to here, and I was using this product in the plane to listen to my music. Now I was, of course, getting ready for today, so that's why I was using this. I also have customs that, of course, is better, but this is a great versatile product that you can use on stage, but also leverage it for any type of musical listening that you want to have.
All right, so I just demoed all 3 of the in-ears. This is what the box looks like, just so if you guys want to pick up a pair, it does come with a nice protective case. It has, molded foam in here. It's going to protect your in-ears, and it does come with multiple fits. Now, one thing that you're going to notice immediately, if you have the wrong fit, all of your bass is going to escape from your ear canal. So make sure you get the right fit. Try out all of the ear tips that come with it, and it's also a universal size. So if you have in-ears at home and you have a preferred tip of a certain brand, it should fit on there, no problem. The bass response in all of these was actually really good. As soon as you get into the dual and the triple drivers though, it's a huge difference. So again, it's starting off at $199 for the 150s, $299 for the 250s, and then $399 for the 350s. And what you're getting for the money for my initial responses is great. Again, I want to try this out in the live environment, see how it sounds with a full band. But yeah, check this out, guys. This is their first time offering a universal fit. You don't have to get the 3D, ear scan done and the custom molds, all that stuff. This is just universal. And I think even if you're not a live musician, you're an audiophile and you're looking for something for travel or while you're working to, have focused listening with your music, this would be a great solution for you too. All right, we're over here with Revv Amps. I have Sean Tubbs with me. We're going to go through what 2 new products they have for 2024.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got 2 new products. I'll start with the 10th anniversary Revv G120. It's a Generator 120. Obviously, this amp's been out for a minute, but to celebrate our 10th anniversary, Dan Trudeau, who's the designer, did some tweaks on this amp. It sounds a little bit more raw. It's a little bit more open. We're going to do a very limited run of 200 of these with this particular faceplate. So that's what's going on with that amp. It's the 120 10th anniversary. The newest guy that just showed up, the Revv G50. Now, this G50 did have some inspiration for what Dan did to the 120. That's why I'm kind of tying them into each other. The G50 is basically a 50 watt, 3-channel EL34 driven amplifier. It's, once again, a little bit more open, a little bit more raw. It has a lot of the gain characteristics of, what you would know from Revv, but at the same time, it has this kind of raw, open tonality. As I mentioned, it's a 3-channel. Channels 1 and 2 share the same EQ, and then channel 3 has its own EQ. And then, of course, typical Revv fashion, you get 2 separate masters that are global that you can switch between. All of these buttons, there's a like a boost button, wide switches, things like that are all programmable on the amp. The amp will remember everything you do, or you can do it via MIDI or foot switch.
Okay.
Sky's kind of the limit there. And then of course, Like all Revv amps, they do come loaded with the torpedo embedded technology, Dyne IR.
Built into it. Got
Yep, yep. So that's what's new. That's what's going on.
Awesome. And if you guys have a chance, check out him online. Great guitar player. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you guys.
All right, so that's Thursday at NAMM. It's about 3 o'clock. Zach and I still haven't ate lunch. We're gonna go get some lunch right now. Maybe hit up one of the ice rinks down here, get a good break in, and then we're gonna come right back to the hotels, check out some of the after parties, and see if there's any good performances going on tonight. So stay tuned, more to come.
Comes at such a cost, you best believe it, yeah. I'm alone, this deep blue sea, drowning in my sovereignty. I'm a fool with nowhere to go. Just the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. your roll, baby. The rhythm in your soul, baby. You can shake it like you can't stand still. Keep it right until you get your fill.